What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and today I'm back at it again, bringing you another video on Warhammer 40K. So, here at One Mind Syndicate, for the past year or so, we have been on a hiatus from playing the actual tabletop of 40K. Now, don't get me wrong, 9th edition was pretty good when it started, but then I think the sour taste of GW hurting their animators, Warhammer Plus being not so good, there's just too much going on that kind of just, we just didn't feel like playing the game, so we took a break, and that break extended far longer than I think both of us ever thought it would be. We saw new things coming out for the orcs, which Gershwin plays, and like the orcs were super meta. So I was surprised that we didn't play during this time, because obviously the orcs got a slew of new models, new rules. They were meta, like I said, toughness 5 orcs are scary. And then you get like the Squigosaur HQ guy, that dude's a beast. The Admech, which also Gershwin plays, got a huge boost. So it was a surprise that we didn't play when we've got these new awesome armies that we play. And then I saw the Grey Knights come out, the Custodes come out, and of course the Tau with their game-breaking rules and combos and whatnot. And finally, this past Sunday, on Super Bowl Sunday, we decided to, bust out the codices and get this rust off of our, 40k like dice, I guess you could say. So we played just a small 500-point game. It was a 3-way battle because we did have a friend over. So it was Necrons versus the Orcs versus the Grey Knights. And I found out a few things that, Orcs aren't as scary as I thought they'd be. Especially when the freaking Grey Knight strike squads are that good. I was shocked at how great they performed. So, if you guys were unaware, the Grey Knights got quite a big boost when their codex dropped. Because they got 2 wounds, which obviously every Marine had already, so they got bumped up to that. And I think the best part is that their weapons and their attacks went up. So for example, the strike squad that I got here, I'll just go over the stats just in case you're unaware, but man, oh man, is it good. So movement 6, weapon skill 3, ballistic skill 3, strength 4, toughness 4, 2 wounds, 3 attacks on just your basic Grey Knight strike squad Marine. Leadership 7, 3 up save. Now it's all the same thing except the Justicar, aka the Sergeant, has a leadership of 8 and 4 attacks. That is a ton of attacks, man. Even bringing in the smallest squad, that's gonna be like 16 attacks hitting your opponent. If they all hit, which I mean, on a 3 up, most are gonna hit. And then their basic weapon, the Nemesis Force Sword, got vastly improved. +1 strength, meaning it's going to be strength 5, -3 AP at 2 damage each. That's crazy. It was just cleaving through his orc boys, which I think he had 20 or so in a squad. I was just head over heels at how amazing these guys performed. Not just that, but they already come stocked with the Hammer Hand psychic power, meaning that whenever you make a melee attack, you can re-roll the wound roll with these guys. So it's going to cleave through regular armor saves, and you're just going to be doing tons of damage no matter what you're going up against. And that's really good, because these guys are pretty cheap points-wise. I believe they're 22 points each. So that's really, really good. And like I said, I was scared of the orc boy with the toughness going up. I'm I'm gonna have a tough time picking them off. They're gonna get me in close combat and that's it. But no, I actually did really well. And that led me to believe that your playgroup of 40k players really will shift the tone of how your games go. Because obviously everybody's been hearing the whole thing oh, PowerCreep is huge in 9th edition, and it is. Every army that comes out is just getting crazier and crazier. We saw the Tau railgun going through invuln saves and dealing extra mortal wounds, and we thought that was crazy. And then boom, the Aldari come out with their Avatar of Cain and just this guy can take out, if he rolls perfectly, a freaking Titan in one round of combat. Like, how crazy and insane will the next codex be? But if your playgroup doesn't have Tau or Eldar, you've got nothing to worry about. Your playgroup literally shapes how the game of 40K will be. Obviously, if you guys are playing competitively, everybody's going to want to try and play the best models, the best army. But the thing about Warhammer 40K is that it is a very expensive and time-consuming game. So let's say you guys are playing competitively, but nobody has a Tau army. Now, to start up a Tau army is going to take some time, unless you can find one already built and with the models and the rules and everything on eBay, then you're good. But you still got to shell out that cash. Obviously, it's not a cheap hobby to be into, and with prices going up, which GW has confirmed, it's just going to get more expensive and harder to get those units or armies that are doing really well competitively. So for example, I believe I heard recently that the Tau have an insane combo with Commander Longstrike, which is in a Hammerhead gunship, which has the notorious railgun. And because he is a commander in HQ, you could do some crazy shenanigans with bodyguards where they can't target him, and the bodyguards can be out of line of sight and whatnot. So you're basically free to annihilate whatever you want with Longstrike's Hammerhead, and he's protected because of the bodyguard rule. Now, of course, that's probably going to get changed in the future. GW will see that and be like, yeah, that's not so fair. But that is something you can exploit right now. So if you did want to play against something like that and your opponent does have the Tau, then obviously you know what to expect. However, like I was saying, if you don't have any Tau players in your playgroup, you've got nothing to worry about. Everybody that complains about, oh no, the Tau get this, oh no, the Eldari get that, you have nothing to worry about if you don't play against it. So I think the playgroup will vastly change and adapt based on what your opponents have. If all of you guys play Space Marines, then obviously you don't care about the Xenos, you don't care about Chaos. You just got to pay attention to what Space Marines can bring, what they can do, any tactics, and it's kind of open to the whole playgroup because you guys all do the same. Now obviously if you're just there to have fun and you do have a Tau player, you can be like, well, hey, I don't want to just get obliterated by you every game, so just bring one Hammerhead, or we'll ignore the combo with the Crisis bodyguards and Longstrike, because at the end of the day, this is a game. You don't want to get blown out, turn one. Because I mean, you do want to win, but at the same time, it's about having fun. And if you're losing every game, then obviously all the time, effort, and money that you put into collecting your army is gonna kind of feel bad. It's gonna leave that sour taste in your mouth, since it's like, well, I just spent all this money and for what? I'm not even having fun. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys, that even though we see all these crazy meta changing things, that if honestly you don't play against it, you've got nothing to worry. Or if you do play against it, maybe you want to branch out and go to like the hobby store where you can play against other people who have different armies and whatnot. So, or just play Warhammer Total War 3, which I heard that came out with like a new demon supplement or expansion or whatever. But yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. Just wanted to let you know that we've began playing the tabletop again. Toughness 5 orcs aren't as scary as they are, or maybe they are scary, and just Grey Knights can combat against it efficiently. Let me know your thoughts on your playgroup. What do you guys play against most often? And do you think that 40K should be more accessible to give more players more options for their armies? And also, what do you think about PowerCreep? Like, it was a huge thing in 5th edition, and it's reared its head again in this one. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. As always, if you guys want to help support us, we do have a Patreon page. Simple $1 a month helps us bring you 40K videos each and every day. However, if you can't do that, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing this video helps us a lot, and it's free. So again, this has been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.